What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Could Call of Duty shock the entire community later this year and release Black Ops 2 Remastered alongside their newest installment, Black Ops 7? The more I think about it and the more I dive deep into it, I personally believe there is a greater chance now than ever before that Black Ops 2 Remastered releases this fall alongside Black Ops 7. Because let's face it, the initial reception to Black Ops 7's trailer, to the rumors, to the leaks, hasn't been very positive. It's been mostly negative. Not because people are tired of the franchise necessarily, but because it's becoming a game that people don't want. We want to see them change it up. And that's not what Black Ops 7 feels like. It feels like it's just a DLC for Black Ops 6, which is exactly the issue people had with MW3, because they didn't want a direct sequel to MW2 a year later. And unfortunately, when you have a game that already feels unfinished, and now you're starting to promote another game, it just feels like we're going to get another half-baked experience. So how do you change the perception within the community? How do you move the needle from being mostly negative to overwhelmingly positive? It seems like a very tough task. But that's something that Call of Duty has already done before. They did it way back in 2016 with the release of Infinite Warfare. Because when Infinite Warfare was initially announced, it was hated. The idea of having back-to-back-to-back Call of Duties with advanced movement was too much. And then you add on to it the fact that they were going to space, it just felt like it was too much. Players wanted a more grounded experience. They wanted boots on the ground. So what was Activision's response? They didn't scrap Infinite Warfare. No. They decided to remaster Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, and package it with Infinite Warfare, which was an instant win with this community. Now, of course, not everybody's going to be extremely excited about a 9-10-year-old Call of Duty game being packaged with the current game, but the community at the time was desperate for something different. And Modern Warfare Remastered was that. It was a boots-on-the-ground classic Call of Duty game, the thing that everybody had been wanting and wishing for. Now, I get it. MWR is not everyone's cup of tea. I personally loved it. But you cannot deny that it was exactly what this community was asking for in the terms of gameplay. It had its faults, it had its problems, I'm not going to ignore that. But what I will say is it was absolutely brilliant by Activision to couple the two games together and sell it as a bundle. Because players like myself weren't originally going to buy Infinite Warfare, and I know that. I know others felt the same way. But the second they saw that Modern Warfare Remastered was bundled with it, we were on board. I was willing to pay the extra $40, $50 or whatever it was to get Modern Warfare Remastered, even though I had to get Infinite Warfare. It wasn't that big of a deal at the time. Now, of course, I look back on it and I say, wow, that's a little predatory, but that doesn't matter. The thing was Call of Duty found a way to get me to buy Infinite Warfare, when in reality, I'm not sure I would have. Maybe I would have waited for a sale. But no, instead what I did was I bought the Hardened Edition or whatever it was, because that came with Modern Warfare Remastered. So Activision was able to get people that didn't want to buy the game, which helped increase numbers and make everything look better. Honestly, a pretty good strategy. And I could see them doing it again. Because what has been the reception of Black Ops 7 thus far? Who asked for this? Honestly, who wants this game? That's been the initial reception. It's underwhelming. It's disappointing. So maybe, just maybe, Activision is looking at this and saying, if we need to boost sales, we have this little card in our back pocket that we've played before that honestly we could play here. If they want to boost sales, they want to increase hype and get people playing Call of Duty right out the gate, this seems to be the easiest way out. Now, there's a few other factors that go into this theory that I have that Black Ops 2 Remastered could be coming this year. One of them is the fact that 2025 is the year that Black Ops 2 is set in. It just seems to work perfectly. It seems to be the smart decision. But not only that, they are choosing to build off of the Black Ops 2 campaign for Black Ops 7. So wouldn't it be nice to be able to play both campaigns on the same game through the same terrible HQ launcher? Sounds like a really smart idea. And not only that, if you want to create a direct sequel to a campaign, wouldn't it be good to have easy access to that campaign for a brand new generation? As much as I gush about Black Ops 2, I'm very aware that not everyone has played it. A lot of newer Call of Duty fans started playing this franchise with MW 2019 or MW2 or MW3 or heck, even this year with Black Ops 6. They may be unaware of the campaign of Black Ops 2. So what better way to introduce them into this story than to provide them with Black Ops 2 Remastered as an introduction? Seems to be a pretty smart marketing strategy. Seems to be a good way to increase excitement around your game. And then there's, of course, the final thing that I've been really resting this whole theory on. Who helped develop Modern Warfare Remastered? Who was the lead developer? Raven Software. And who has been rumored to be working alongside Treyarch for Black Ops 7? Raven Software. And normally Raven just tackles Warzone. But no, they are one of the lead developers for Black Ops 7. Which further solidifies this idea that I have that we could see Black Ops 2 Remastered be bundled with Black Ops 7 later this fall. It seems like for everyone involved, it's a win-win. Activision would see increased sales, not really sure how it would work on the Game Pass side of things, but it would increase sales, it would increase player numbers, and of course, the players that want to play Black Ops 2 and have that classic gameplay can go enjoy that. Players that want to play Black Ops 7 can enjoy that. Yes, you're going to have this teeter-totter of how you properly support both games, and do you re-release DLC on Black Ops 2 Remastered that was initially paid for? But those are the details that are left up to Activision to figure out. We don't have to worry about it. It's just semantics. At the end of the day, this is how you can please the majority of the Call of Duty community. Give them a taste of the old while also invite them to try out the new. That seems to be best case scenario. Now, unfortunately, I do have to point this out because it is Call of Duty, and one of their favorite things to do is half measures. A half measure in this case would be them just releasing the Black Ops 2 campaign to introduce a new generation to that campaign to prime them for Black Ops 7's campaign. I can see that happening. I see that as a more likely scenario than the entirety of Black Ops 2 being remastered. Because we've already seen it once before. There were a lot of cries for MW2 to be remastered at some point right around MW 2019, probably around Black Ops Cold War and Call of Duty Vanguard, but they never gave us that. They never gave us Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. What they did do, however, was remaster the campaign. And I could see them going down that same road yet again. I'd love to get the multiplayer. I think it would be a half measure for them to just give us the campaign, and ultimately a disappointment. Like I said, if you do Black Ops 2 Remastered, you package it with Black Ops 7, I think you make the majority of this community pretty damn happy. That should be their concern. They need to shift the narrative away from Activision being bad and counterproductive to their own image, and instead try to promote Call of Duty as listening to the community and doing what's best for the franchise instead of what's best for their wallets. And in turn, guess what? You do this and you pull it off, you're going to make a boatload of money. Let's call it what it is. It would be a boatload of money. And these people are not stupid. They're greedy. They're not stupid. They see the chance to make money. They've got to pounce on it. And I do not know why they won't do it. So, those are my thoughts when it comes to Black Ops 2 Remastered. Those are my thoughts of what we could see as a best case scenario. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. On one hand, I want to hear if you think we could see Black Ops 2 remastered. And number two, I want to hear what your best case scenario is for this fall for Call of Duty. So leave both sides of the comments down below. I'd love to read them. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.